Two people. Same salary, same job, same starting point. 40 years later, one is comfortable, traveling, spending freely, leaving something behind. The other is stressed, counting every dollar, unable to retire when they planned. The difference wasn't luck, talent, or inheritance. One person saved their money, the other invested it. In the next 10 minutes, we're going to show you exactly why that single decision changes everything, and how you can be on the right side of it. Inflation is the silent thief in your wallet. Every year, on average, prices rise by about 3%. That might not sound like much, but consider this. $100 today will only buy you about $74 worth of goods in 10 years. You'll need $150 by then to buy the same groceries you pick up this week. Inflation doesn't announce itself. It just quietly erodes what your money can buy, whether your money is working or sitting completely still in a bank account. Here's the brutal math on savings accounts. The average savings account pays around 0.5 to 1% interest per year. Inflation, meanwhile, runs at around 3%. That gap, 2 to 2.5 percentage points, represents real purchasing power you lose every single year. Put $10,000 in a savings account today. In 20 years, that account might show $12,000. But with inflation factored in, that money will actually buy less than your original $10,000 could today. You saved diligently and still fell behind. So what is investing? At its core, it's putting your money to work, buying assets that grow in value over time. Stocks give you partial ownership in real companies. Bonds are loans you make to governments or corporations in exchange for interest payments. Real estate generates rental income and appreciates over decades. Index funds pool hundreds or thousands of stocks together, giving you instant diversification across the entire market. You don't need to be a financial expert to invest. You just need to understand what you're buying and why it grows. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and for good reason. When your investment earns returns, those returns start earning returns of their own. It's growth on top of growth, accelerating every year. $10,000 invested at 8% annually becomes $21,000 in 10 years, without adding a single dollar more. In 20 years, it becomes $47,000. In 30 years, over $100,000 from one original investment. A savings account at 1%? The same $10,000 would be just $13,000 after 30 years. Compound interest is the engine that separates investing from saving. Here's a mental shortcut every investor should know. The rule of 72. Divide 72 by your annual rate of return and you get the approximate number of years it takes to double your money. At 8% return, your money doubles in 9 years. At 4%, it takes 18 years, like twice as long for half the return. At 2%, like a high-yield savings account, you're waiting 36 years just to double. At 12% return, you double in just 6 years. The rule of 72 makes it instantly clear why return rate matters so enormously over time. Many people avoid investing because they fear the stock market. And yes, the market does crash. It crashed in 2000 during the dot-com bust. It crashed in 2008 during the financial crisis, losing over 50% of its value. It crashed in 2020 during the pandemic, losing 1/3 of its value in just a few weeks. But here's what those moments all share. Every single time, the market recovered and went on to reach new all-time highs. The S&P 500 has returned approximately 10% per year on average since 1957. Time in the market almost always beats trying to time the market. Risk sounds scary, but the BS. I had but the real danger is misunderstanding it. Every investment carries some risk, but risk and reward always travel together. Cash in a savings account. Very low risk, very low reward. Government bonds. Low risk, modest reward. Index funds. Moderate risk, historically strong long-term reward. Individual stocks. Higher risk, potentially higher reward. The key insight is that your time horizon changes everything. If you won't need this money for 20 years, a market dip today is essentially irrelevant. Time is the single most powerful tool you have for managing investment risk. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's ancient wisdom that perfectly describes diversification. When you own shares in a single company and it fails, you lose everything. But when you spread your money across hundreds of companies, in different sectors and different geographies, one company's failure barely moves the needle. This is exactly what index funds do for you automatically. You buy one fund and instantly own a piece of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and thousands more, all at once. Diversification doesn't eliminate risk. It tames it, turning potentially catastrophic losses into manageable bumps. Dollar cost averaging is one of the most powerful investing habits, and one of the simplest. You invest a fixed amount at regular intervals, regardless of what the market is doing. When prices are high, your money buys fewer shares. When prices drop, your money automatically buys more. Over time, your average cost per share ends up lower than the market peaks, without any effort. You stop trying to time the market because timing doesn't matter anymore. Consistency does. Even $200 a month, invested reliably over decades, builds real wealth that lump sum guessers rarely match. Meet Alex and Jordan. Both earn the same salary. Alex starts investing $200 a month at age 25. Jordan waits until 35, then invests the same amount each month. Both invest until age 65. Same discipline, same returns, same fund. Alex ends up with approximately $620,000. Jordan ends up with $244,000. Alex invested for 10 extra years. That's just $24,000 more out of pocket, but ends up with nearly $400,000 more in total returns. Every single year you wait is extraordinarily expensive. Start now. The government actually wants you to invest, and they've created special accounts to help you. A 401k through your employer lets you invest pre-tax dollars, and many employers match your contributions up to a percentage. That's an instant 50 to 100% return before the market even opens. A traditional IRA offers tax-deductible contributions now, taxed on withdrawal later. A Roth IRA lets your money grow completely tax-free. You pay tax now and never again on the gains. These accounts have annual limits, but using them is one of the single highest return financial decisions you can ever make. Free money exists. You just have to claim it. Let's bust the 4 myths that keep most people from starting. Myth 1. You need thousands of dollars to invest. False. Many apps let you start with just $1. Myth 2. The market is too risky. False. With diversification and a long time horizon, risk becomes very manageable. Myth 3. Only financial experts can invest. False. Buying a simple index fund requires zero financial expertise whatsoever. Myth 4. I'll start later when things are more stable. This one is the most expensive lie of all. There is no perfect time. The cost of waiting compounds just as surely as the returns do. Investing isn't for everyone right this moment, and that's okay. Before you invest, build a proper financial foundation. Step 1. Build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Without it, a car repair or medical bill forces you to sell investments at exactly the wrong time. Step 2. Pay off high-interest debt first, especially credit cards charging above 15%, and paying off 20% debt is a guaranteed 20% return, better than most investments. Then, and only then, invest the surplus. Savings and investing aren't rivals. They play very different positions on the same winning team. You don't need to be rich to invest. You don't need a financial advisor, a lucky stock pick, or a perfect market moment. You need 4 things: a budget with something left over each month, a brokerage or retirement account, a simple diversified index fund, and automatic monthly contributions. Set it up once and let compounding do the rest for decades. The best time to start investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. Every day you wait, the math works a little less in your favor. The people who change their financial futures don't wait for the right moment. They decide that this one is the right moment.